You know, on this channel, we talk a lot about how Republicans have their own ecosystem, right? It's to help keep the propaganda in, circulating, and keep any kind of outside news sources out. One of the major hubs of this ecosystem is Fox News. And this week, the channel demonstrated two things to all of us. First and foremost, no gravity has returned to Fox. Left, right, center journalists, they've all pointed out that Tucker Carlson took Kremlin talking points and ran with them in this segment right here.
The second thing we learned from these slides is that despite direct U.S. involvement, Ukraine is in fact losing the war. 7 Ukrainians are being killed for every Russian. Ukrainian air defenses have been utterly degraded. Ukraine is losing.
Now, as you can see, the actual document that was leaked had an assessment of 43,500 Russians to every 17,500 Ukrainians that had been killed in this conflict. And in the doctored document, the one Tucker Carlson ran with on his show, you can see they flipped that to only 17,500 Russians for every 71,500 Ukrainians killed in this conflict. It's a simple Photoshop that was posted in a singular Telegram chat. Now, how did that get to Tucker Carlson, right? Posted by this lady, Sarah Bills, who was arrested earlier this week in connection to being a Russian disinformation agent. This disinformation agent for Russia, her Photoshop made it all the way to Tucker's desk on Fox News, where he spewed it out to millions of people. And if we just take a minute to see what he actually did, what he actually changed, right? The original document has Russian deaths 2-to-1 compared to the Ukrainians. The party of the big lie decided to flip that, not even make it closer in comparison, but flip that to 7 Ukrainian deaths per 1 Russian. And because there are no consequences for Tucker himself, he leaves the video up on YouTube. He leaves that segment up of him lying. He leaves that segment up on Facebook. Facebook, a platform that unpublished our channel with only like 25,000 followers, that unpublished our channel for no reasons. They're leaving up Tucker Carlson spewing out Russian talking points. Now here's where that Republican ecosystem comes into play. RFK Jr., basically the Kennedy's Connor Roy.
I think I finally found a job I want to do.
Okay, what is it?
President of the United States.
Okay.
Right? RFK Jr. has been spending the last couple months with Stinky Steve. If you don't know, RFK Jr. is already a very radicalized individual. He's very much on the fringe of what he believes. But for the last couple of months, Stinky Steve Bannon has been pumping him full of shadow money. And Connor Roy, or RFK Jr., same energy, same guy. Guess what his talking points were on Tucker just a couple nights ago?
Nobody talks about this. There's 14,000 Ukrainian civilians who have died, but 300,000 troops. The Russians are killing Ukrainians at a 7-to-1 to 8-to-1 ratio. They cannot sustain this. What we're being told about this war is just not true.
No, it's not true. And I would hope...
And there's your Republican ecosystem. Propaganda in, propaganda out. Not even the Wall Street Journal, another arm of Rupert Murdoch's empire, could get Tucker Carlson to bring any kind of gravity back, any kind of reality back to his show. I mean, in the overall scheme of things, not even an $800 million lawsuit can bring reality back to this program. It is a closed circuit of propaganda. And I'm going to be honest with you. If we're ever going to be able to communicate like adults again in this country, if we're ever going to be able to come together for any kind of common cause, it has to go. Fox News has to go. This ecosystem, this impenetrable ecosystem has to go. Make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube. The Chud Report.
I love you, but you are not serious people.